There are some kinds of loneliness that do not make noise. Some loneliness follows you quietly, like a shadow that never leaves. And deep inside an old forest, beyond the tall grasses and dusty footpaths, there lived a hyena who understood that kind of loneliness too well. The other animals feared him, not because he hunted more than the lion, not because he was stronger than the leopards, but because of his laugh, that terrible laugh, sharp, broken, wild. The kind of sound that made birds scatter from trees and sent monkeys rushing higher into the branches. Whenever the hyena laughed, the forest became uncomfortable. So eventually, he stopped laughing around others. He began walking alone, eating alone, sleeping alone, and slowly, he started believing something dangerous, that perhaps he had been born wrong. Every evening, when darkness settled across the land, the hyena climbed the hill overlooking a nearby village, and every night he heard them, humans, laughing. The sounds floated through the night air beside the glow of cooking fires. Warm laughter, gentle laughter, the kind that sounded like safety. The hyena would sit silently beneath the moon, listening to them for hours. At first he envied them, then he became obsessed with them. How beautiful humans must be, he thought. How peaceful their hearts must be if they can laugh like that. The more he listened, the more he hated the sound of his own voice. So he began studying them. From the shadows of bushes, behind market stalls, beneath wooden bridges near the river. The hyena watched humans carefully. He noticed they smiled before greeting each other. He noticed they hid their anger in public. He noticed they laughed even during difficult conversations. And slowly, the hyena began trying to become like them. At night, when nobody could see him, he practiced smiling in puddles of water, but his teeth always looked frightening. He practiced walking softly like villagers, but his paws still moved like a hunter. Then he practiced laughing softly, quietly, trying to force the sound into something beautiful. But every attempt still ended with that same broken hyena laugh echoing through the trees, and every failure made him hate himself even more. One night, while hiding near a small house at the edge of the village, the hyena saw something that confused him. Inside the house, a woman was laughing loudly beside her friends. Yet, after everyone left, the hyena watched her sit alone near the fire and cry. Not small tears, the kind of crying that shakes your entire body. The hyena froze, but she was happy, he whispered to himself. The next day, he saw a man in the marketplace making everyone laugh with jokes. People held their stomachs laughing around him. Yet later that evening, the hyena followed him quietly and watched the same man enter a tiny empty hut. There was no food inside. The man sat silently in darkness for a long time before lowering his head into his hands. The hyena became disturbed. The humans sounded happy, but something else was hiding underneath their laughter. Days turned into weeks. The hyena kept watching, children laughing while afraid of their father's temper, young men smiling while drowning in debt, an old woman comforting others while secretly mourning her dead son. Everywhere he looked, he discovered hidden sadness behind smiling faces, and slowly, the humans stopped looking magical to him. One rainy evening, the hyena hid beneath the village meeting shelter while a storm poured heavily across the land. A little boy entered the shelter alone, carrying firewood. The boy did not notice the hyena at first, but when he finally looked up, he froze in fear. The hyena prepared to run. That was what everyone always did. But before he moved, the boy spoke quietly. "You come here often, don't you?" The hyena stared in shock. No human had ever spoken to him without screaming. The boy looked carefully at him. "You always watch us." The hyena lowered his head in shame. "I wanted to learn to laugh like humans." the hyena admitted softly. For a moment, the boy said nothing. Then unexpectedly, the child smiled sadly. "My mother laughs every day," he said, "but she cries at night when she thinks I am sleeping." The hyena slowly looked up. The rain continued falling around him. "She says smiling helps people survive," the boy whispered. "But it does not always mean they are happy." The hyena felt something inside him begin to break apart, not painfully, but truthfully. For the first time, he understood. Humans were not laughing because life was easy. Sometimes they laughed because life was hard. The storm eventually stopped. The little boy stood up to leave. But before walking away, he turned back toward the hyena. "There is nothing wrong with your laugh," he said. "It is only different." The hyena remained under the shelter long after the boy disappeared. That night, for the first time in many years, the hyena laughed freely, not softly, not like a human, like himself. The sound rose across the forest loudly and wildly beneath the moonlight. Birds scattered again. Monkeys panicked again. But this time, the hyena did not feel ashamed, because finally, he understood something many creatures spend their whole lives learning. A smile can hide sorrow. Laughter can hide pain. And sometimes, the person you envy from far away is fighting battles you cannot see. From that night onward, the hyena stopped trying to become human. And strangely, that was the same night he stopped feeling alone. And now, I want to ask you something. Have you ever smiled in front of people while secretly carrying pain nobody could see? Or have you ever looked at someone else's life and thought they were happier than you, only to later discover they were struggling too? Tell me honestly in the comments. What do you think is harder? Hiding pain behind a smile, or learning to accept yourself for who you truly are?